All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's trigonometry class. And in today's class, we are still talking about algebraic signs of trigonometric functions, but today we're going to be working with values of trigonometric functions for the quadrantal angles. Now, quadrantal angles are the angles that lie on the axes, such as the x-axis and the y-axis. Okay, so today, again, the topic that we're going to be discussing is working with the trigonometric values of quadrantal angles. So this is in your textbooks. This is section 2.3, the second part of section 2.3 in your textbooks. So we're going to get to that in just a minute. Excuse me. So again, the topic for today, ladies and gentlemen, is trigonometric functions with quadrantal or four quadrant trigonometric values. Working with trigonometric values for quadrantal angles. And again, those quadrantal angles are the ones that lie on 30, 60, and 90, 0, 90, 180, and 270 respectively. Now, there is a table that helps you define the values of the trigonometric functions. This table is located in your textbook. I believe it's on page 83. And the table basically says, well, all of those angles that are either 0 or 360 that are on the positive x-axis, which is where 0 and 360 are, is the sine equals 0, the cosine equals 1, the tangent is 0, the cotangent is undefined, the secant is 1, and the cosecant is undefined. If we look at 90, which is on the positive y-axis, we know that the sine equals 1, the cosine equals 0, the tangent is undefined, the cotangent equals 0, and the secant is undefined. The secant is undefined, and the cosecant equals 1. If we look at the 180 degrees, which is located on the negative x-axis, the sine for 180 is 0, the cosine is negative 1, the tangent is 0, the cotangent is undefined, the secant is negative 1, and the cosecant is undefined. If we look at the negative y-axis, which is where 270 is, the sine of 270 is negative 1, the cosine equals 0, the tangent is undefined, the cotangent equals 0, the secant is undefined, and the cosecant is negative 1. Now, again, we review these values, especially when we're working on these types of exercises that we're going to see right now. So the first example says the cosine of 540 plus the sine of 270. Well, I know that 270 is a quadrantal angle, and I can basically just look for the value of the sine of 270 here, and I know that the sine of 270 is negative 1. So basically, I'm going to change this to negative 1. Now for 540, it's larger than 360. So because it is larger than 360, that means I have to find what is known as the coterminal angle. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to subtract 540 minus 360, again, because 540 is greater than one full rotation. It means it's one full rotation and a little bit more. So 540 minus 360, and that's actually going to give me the coterminal side. And once I have the coterminal side or of the angle, it's easier for me to just solve the problem. So 540 minus 360 equals 180. And that's what I get here, 180 degrees. And then I look for the table and I know that 180 degrees, I'm being asked to find the cosine of 180 degrees. And the cosine of 180 degrees is negative 1. So that means that this also turned into negative 1. And when I add negative 1 plus negative 1, which is the operation that I'm executing, I get that my answer equals negative 2. So this would be negative 2. If I look at and that's it for that exercise. Now I'm going to go to the second one. The second one, they're saying the cotangent of 90 plus the tangent of negative 90. Now, Since I know that 90 is a quadrantal angle, it's on the positive y-axis, I can determine the value of that trigonometric function. In this case, they're asking me to find the cotangent of 90, and if I go to the table, I know that the cotangent of 90 is 0. So I'm going to change the value of the cotangent of 90 to 0. So this is going to be 0. I'm going to bring down the plus sign, which is right here. And the tangent of negative 90, now it doesn't really make a difference that it's a negative angle, but I still need to know the coterminal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add negative 90 to 360, which is 1 full rotation. Now when I do that, I'm going to be able to then very easily find the trigonometric function value that they're asking me, which in this case is the tangent. So I add negative 90 to positive 360. And that is going to be positive 270. And I can find the cotangent of 270 because I have the table, and that table is always going to give me that value. Now, when I look for the cotangent of 270, not the cotangent, excuse me. When I look for the tangent of 270, it's undefined. Now, even though I write the u for undefined, even though the cotangent of 90 is 0, because the tangent of negative 90 is undefined, when I look for the coterminal angle, I simply say that this exercise, the answer is also undefined. So we simply say that this equals undefined as well. So equals, and we're going to type in undefined. Let me see if I can hopefully move this here, and undefined. And that would be the answer for that exercise, in spite of the fact that the tangent of 90 is 0, because the cotangent of negative 90 is undefined. Once we find the coterminal side, we say that the answer is undefined. So hopefully this video will work, and you guys can understand this better. So stay safe, and I'll see you guys in our next class. Bye.